Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jay Celine. This is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. The Curve Queen.
Yo, it's DJ Damas. Let's get the show started.
Oh, I got Larsa Pippen to come in today. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know what's going to happen.
You know, I'm surprised you came in because I don't see you do a lot of interviews.
I don't like to do interviews.
Why?
I don't know, because I feel like I don't need to. Like, what's the point?
Because you're like one of the it girls. You're one of the girls that everybody's talking about online.
That's probably because I don't do interviews.
What do you think? Okay, so I would say, so Larsa, I don't even know how we became friends. We just started hanging out. And I will tell you, she's probably, you two would have a lot of fun because you like to sip and she likes to sip and she don't care and you don't care. That's all I'll say.
That's a vibe. I'm like, we don't care.
I love
Don't
it.
care. So I'll tell you a quick story. I was telling this outside earlier. So Larsa invited me to an event. You're from Miami.
Well, I'm originally from Chicago.
But you lived in Miami.
Yeah.
And
I
you
lived
have
in
a
Miami
lot,
since I was 22.
and you have a lot of wealthy friends in Miami.
Yeah.
So her circle, she doesn't have basic friends. You don't have
Not
basic friends.
basic.
You don't have basic friends.
What does basic mean? We're normal people.
Like me.
You
I have a lot of friends like you.
Oh. Well,
Basic.
she got some basic
amazing.
friends.
No.
You're amazing. Yeah,
Thank
of course.
you.
No, but see, she's so sweet. This is what people don't understand.
Making basic feel
I
good.
attract nice people
Totally.
because I'm nice. I really am. I think I'm misunderstood. I think you're misunderstood. But no, you lived in Miami. You have a lot of wealthy friends. So she invites me to her friend's house in Miami. I don't know what her friend does because I haven't Googled her yet. But I know she's rich as hell because she has like 3 houses that she's made one house. That
Wow.
just. So I get there and what event was that?
I think it was like during Art Basel, right?
Yeah.
It's just like an art show.
Okay, and they had a whole poker tournament thing, but it was the quality of people that were there, and it's so funny. So Larsa calls me over to the house area, and I don't know if it was you or somebody asked me if I knew Alicia, and I'm like, who? And they introduced me to Alicia Keys. I don't know no fucking Alicia. I don't know nobody.
Wait, you met Alicia?
She introduced me to Alicia Keys.
I feel like in Miami, it's like a very close net friendships that we have there. It's not like LA. Like LA, there's so many popular people that it's kind of like they're all spread out. And in Miami, it's like everyone like gets together and hangs out all the time. So all the celebs hang out together in Miami.
What is Alicia like?
She's the best. She has the best vibe. She's like sweet and nice and like
And
warm.
good skin.
Does she smell well?
Yeah.
Yes.
She looks like she smells good.
Listen, when she looked at me, I said, I know you don't know me, and that's probably a good thing, but I love you. No, but that's the thing. I know you always talk, the word I think taken from you now is just vibe, because that's what you always talk about. But it's always finding the right frequency, I think, and being around the right people. And we've been at your house where you've created a mix of people from YouTubers to models to you to Courtney, but the vibe is like so chill and perfect.
Yeah, I feel like I like to surround myself with like good, positive people.
Really?
Yeah.
And then me.
Well, no, you're included in that good, positive vibe, and that you're a part of that.
So, we were in Miami. We had a good time. And I had said to Larsa that I thought, you meet different people that you think are wealthy, and then you meet, Larsa's friends. And then you realize we're all just poor.
First of all, you know what's funny? Because I feel like a lot of like my friends are so nice that if you met her, if you didn't see her at her house, you would never know she was that like successful. She works really hard, but
yeah, I mean, she wasn't walking around. Her name is Lauren.
yeah.
Okay, she wasn't walking around being carried by like 5 different models. She was
She like
regular.
will serve you. She's like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know everybody. So this weekend you invited me to a party with you and Paris Hilton. That's your friend. You just know everybody. How do you know everybody?
I like to go out. That's why.
Really?
I think I have crazy energy. That's the thing. Like, I want to do everything. I want to hang out with my kids. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to work out.
You want to enjoy life.
Yeah, I do it all.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like no one has energy like me. Like, when I talk to, like,
I
Kim
know
or
I
Courtney,
don't.
they're like, how do you have the energy? I'm like,
I like to
know.
stay home on my couch drinking wine.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess because I just like to conserve my energy. There's like how long have you been in LA, like permanently?
About 1.5 years.
Okay, well,
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
I feel like I've seen you. Well, maybe
Well,
because
I used to go back and forth.
Okay,
But I used to go
okay.
back and forth.
I
Like,
find
I'm based out of here now.
LA kind of has a lot of energy vampires. You know what I'm saying? People with a lot of like really messed up intentions. And they kind of, find you and they, try and suck the life out of you. So you know me, Jason. He'd be like, let's go out.
But
and
I
I'd
feel
be
like
like,
you tell me that all the time.
Because I feel like, I think Larsa. Well, first of all, we unpack a few things. There's a lot of conversation to have, but I think one thing for sure, getting to know you, and I think with women in general, specifically in this industry, I think it's easy to typecast or put a woman in a category that you believe she belongs, and then you meet them and they're like completely different. Like, I think one thing that I know for sure off the top of my head about you is how much you love your kids and how involved you are with their lives. And I mean, like, you do a really good job, I think, of balancing like the love and attention that you give to each of them. And they're all smart and like doing their own thing.
Yeah, my kids get like straight A's. They've never gotten like a B in school. They play piano. They're like star athletes. My daughter's like a model, an actress. Like,
well, you graduated with a bachelor's in political science. I mean, like, that's nothing to like, thumb your nose at. That's pretty impressive. And not something that people, going towards what Jason's saying, perception, it's not really what people think of when they think of you. They think socialite, fancy life.
Oh, she definitely all that.
But can I tell you what's really funny? My dad has a master's degree in engineering, so I come from like my pedigree's all very educated. And I feel like when like my whole situation with Scottie, people love to say I'm a gold digger. And I'm like, first of all, like, he didn't meet me at a bus stop. Like, I come from like a good pedigree. So like when they say that, it's like really funny to me because I feel like, no, not really. Like, I'm good. I was good before. Like, I'm gonna be good after.
Yeah. When did you guys meet? Because you got married, around like 22-ish?
Yeah, 22, yeah.
Okay, so how did you guys meet? Because everybody always wants to know, like, how do you meet and marry a ball player? Like,
not a ball player. We're not gonna do that. There are ball players. Like,
okay.
I can go down the list of ball players. We're not gonna say no names today, but there are regular bench warmers,
Hall of Famer,
10-day passers,
yes,
and then there are
multiple ring
icons.
Yes, absolutely.
But this is what people don't realize. When you have an icon that becomes an icon, you don't think they have a whole life behind the scenes that you don't see, and you don't have a partner. I mean, you were his life partner.
Yeah.
You weren't like a jump off or a side. You were his wife, who raised all your children are by the one man.
Totally.
And you.
I manage Scottie's life. Like, he still doesn't know where he banks. Like, he doesn't. I literally handle all of our like real estate, all of our businesses, everything.
No, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense because how could he be such a star if he was worried about everything else? You have to really focus in.
Yeah.
Well, would you want him to actually be more hands-on with other stuff he did?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, well.
Wait, so I remember one day I was talking to Larsa, and this was like in the middle of your separation, and you said, "I don't know how he's going to survive without me." Is that just cooking everything?
No, it's like
Just
his whole life. Like, he basically, like, our lawyers, like, nobody has his number because he always changes his numbers. And so they'll call me to, like, do everything for him.
So I was just interviewed by Mike Tyson. I was saying that back in the day when sports was like, I mean, you had Mike Tyson in boxing, you had Scottie, Michael Jordan, and what's the one that wore the dresses?
Larry Johnson.
No.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
You're still right, though.
Yeah, the grandmama.
Grandmama.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not maybe a different Larry Johnson. I'm talking about Larry Johnson in the 90s. Basketball player.
I thought we was bringing up one of Medea's characters. I was going to say, fuck Tyler
No,
Perry.
grandmama.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was the first Medea.
No, so like in that era, what do you call them? What do you call the girls who want to sleep with the married ball player? The groupies.
Yeah.
Did you have groupies?
Of course.
So how did you, like, did you ever run up on a bitch like, I will cut you?
No.
No?
I dated Scottie for 3 months and got engaged and got married. Like,
Really?
yeah.
So it was love at first sight.
Yeah.
And then 4 kids later, and how many years of marriage?
20.
You just say goodbye.
No, you don't say goodbye. Like, we talk about this all the time. It's not like one thing that breaks up a marriage. It's like a number of things. You know what I mean?
But you guys,
we love each other. We're best friends.
I was about to say, it seems like you guys are on really good terms with each other.
I would give him my kidney. And I feel like people want to, like, they want me to talk bad about him, but I will never. Like, whatever he ever, like, has ever done to me, and he's done things to me that are, you know, pretty hurtful.
20 years of marriage,
course,
and
you
you guys were both in your 20s at the time, right?
He's 11 years older than me.
Okay, so he was like, what, 31, 32-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still young.
He was 24 in his head, you know, and rich, a ball player, I mean.
And super famous.
We can only imagine what you went through.
But I found that interesting. We were talking on the phone one time, and, you know, I don't pry in my friends' lives. Every question, I swear to God, I'm asking. And trust me, if I could tell you the future of this interview, there are other future questions coming. But I will say, like,
You're such a dick.
There are love a good dick. So there are questions like I don't ask because honestly, when I get with Larsa, it's just fun fucking times. I don't even care about. I don't care about none of that. Like, we literally, like, I can get her out the house. She can get me out the house. She's usually out more than I am. But either way, we link up. But I asked you on the phone one time. We were talking about Scottie, and you were just very adamant about not ever bashing him.
I can't.
And I see relationships fail. And some of your best friends, they've been in some of those failed relationships where they just like, you fuck with one, the whole clan just take you out. But with you refuse to say anything negative. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like a bad reflection on you. Like I'll never talk about him. I'll never talk about other people that I've ever messed with. Like it's just not a good reflection on yourself. Like I don't want to mess with a guy in the future that talks bad about his ex-wife or ex-baby mom. Like I don't like messiness. That's like not my thing.
And then at the end of the day, it's her children's father.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to make my kids feel good about their dad.
Exactly.
Like even if he comes up short at times, I'll never like put it in their face. I won't be like, "Oh, your dad didn't come."
Yeah.
And I'm like, he was so busy. Like I always turn it into a positive thing.
Yeah.
And like a loving environment. And I feel like that's when your kids are the happiest.
I agree.
Yeah.
20
I
years
definitely agree.
is a long time. Would you feel like you would marry again?
Hell yeah.
Oh, this one right.
Oh yeah.
You still
we're getting remarried.
Can I tell you, last night when we were at a fucking gathering at Umar's house on a Pretty Little Things, and we were playing old school R&B music. You know, 90s R&B music make you want to fall in love with somebody. It's bullshit. So I forgot what song we were playing, and she's like, "This is the song we're gonna play at my wedding." I said, "Stop playing that. Stop saying that on my Instagram."
Wait, what's the song?
I forgot.
It's like Boys to Men,
Okay.
End of the Road or something.
End of the road.
Yeah.
Which is usually the end of the relationship,
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
whatever. It was just like a good song. I don't know.
It was a
I'll
vibe.
Make Love to You, probably.
No, it was End of the Road.
There were so many good
Okay.
songs last night.
Yeah,
Where
it
I'm
was.
like, this is gonna be my song.
Yeah, at her wedding.
Yeah.
So you do see yourself getting married again?
Yeah.
But for a man to be your kid's stepdaddy, they would have. I mean, they have big shoes to fill. No pun intended.
Yeah, but my kids are so like solid on the inside that they don't really need like it's like a puzzle. You know what I mean? The puzzle's pretty much set. So someone can come and just add a little bit of, like the corner edges. You don't have to be a really big part of the puzzle.
It's time for another Hollywood hookup.
Hookup.
Guess what, Damage? You know what a lot of people ask me? What is the secret to looking so young? What do you think it is?
I don't know.
I'm going to help you out. It's a lot of sleep. Okay.
You almost set me up if I said the wrong thing.
No, sleep is so important to me. A better sleep is a better you.
Help me out. I need a better sleep.
You look like it today.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. No, you're still handsome, but
Thank you.
you just look a little tired. So purple mattresses might be what you need.
I've been looking for a new mattress.
Yeah, exactly. If you're struggling to get a good night's sleep, you've got to try the Purple Mattress. The founders of the Purple Mattress are two brothers who have been developing cushioning technology for 30 years on things like medical beds and wheelchairs. So they know their stuff.
Oh, nice.
The mattresses will probably feel different than anything you've ever experienced because it uses a brand new material that was developed by an actual rocket scientist. It is not like the memory foam that you're used to.
Okay.
The purple material feels very unique because it's both firm and soft at the same time, which is super important.
Man, I'm
so
both.
it keeps everything supported while you still feel super comfy and cozy. Plus, it's breathable, so it sleeps very cool, which is important because I hate being hot in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's not the move.
With your Purple mattress, you have a 100-night risk-free trial. If you're not fully satisfied, you can return your mattress for a full refund.
Okay.
It's backed by a 10-year warranty, free shipping and returns, and free in-home setup and old mattress removal, which is always a pain in the
What?
ass.
So they come in and just clean it out.
Exactly. So
put that purple in.
You guys are going to love purple. And right now, our listeners will get a free purple pillow with the purchase of a mattress.
Hey.
That's in addition to the great free gifts they're offering statewide. Just text Unlocked to 84-888. That is the only way that you're going to get this free pillow, which is also very important. That is UNLOCKED to 84-888. That's your Hollywood hookup.
Wait, so back to Scottie. So is Scottie a good father?
He's a great dad.
He's a great involved.
Yeah.
Is he so my dad, I recently just went back to go reunite with my family, hoping that my efforts would bring us closer together, and they've brought us further apart, which is whatever.
Oh, wow.
Do you guys talk about parenting and how important it is for him to be in their lives, or like what's the co-parenting relationship?
I mean,
Because some dads just bring home the money, pay for the bills, and the mom takes
Scottie,
care of them.
Scottie played like a long time. He played 18 years, and then he had Nike, and he had all of his businesses, and he has a ranch in Arkansas. So he was gone a lot, and that's probably how like it our transition breaking up wasn't so hard on my kids because he did spend a lot of time away from the home, traveling, and and then once he retired, he felt like he was missing a part of his life. So he built this ranch and this golf course in Arkansas, and he spent a lot of time away from us, there. And I was like, do your thing, dude. I don't want to change his path. You know what I mean? Wherever you're comfortable, wherever you want to be, then that's where you should be. But me and my kids are great. We're great.
Wow.
And so then here comes along Future. So how?
Oh, gosh,
So how
no.
do you and Future meet? Because like again, I know you, and I know you're the sweetest woman. She really is like the sweetest woman, and very nurturing. Is it because he felt like he needed somebody to like make him feel good about himself? I mean, I don't know.
Who, Future?
Yeah. You think what?
I don't know if he needed a confidence boost.
Why?
He seems to have it in droves.
Really?
A little bit.
You think so?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Well, usually people like that probably need the most confidence boost.
I mean, the way him.
Okay, if we're really going to talk about psychology here, and we're talking about like overconfidence, hiding an inferiority complex. Okay, no, I don't think that that's what that is. Why?
Or maybe she was going to lend him parenting
Listen,
skills. I don't know. What?
No, we were actually really friends. To
He's
be
a
honest with you.
Scorpio, okay? So he's
No,
got
that's
swag.
the worst sign.
She's a Scorpio.
No, Scorpio. My best friends are Scorpio girls.
Yeah.
Literally,
the girls
two
are
of my
amazing.
best friends are Scorpio girls.
My ex was a Scorpio.
The men are
But
awful.
the men are the worst.
They're fucking awful.
Not just the
Sorry,
men.
They're
Scorpio
selfish.
guys,
They're
but
selfish.
they are very, very
Yeah.
selfish.
So you guys were just friends one day, and he was talking about lean or something, and then what happened? Like, I mean,
No, we were just friends. Like we just needed each other at that moment, and we became good friends.
Why are you the one that always gets? Because I always felt like it was clout on his part because he talked about you in music. Like, why couldn't he just
Well, because
have?
I was different, like than the other girls he probably dated.
As far as what?
Where
I mean, you got
she
12
didn't
cars
need
down
him.
the driveway.
Yeah, like I was good. Like it wasn't like I needed anything from him. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like he's not gonna like show me anything I haven't seen already. You know what I'm saying? I've already I've owned yachts. I've owned planes. So what can he? It was like based on some realness. It wasn't based on like I'm sure girls that want to be around him because it's like they're looking for that like.
That
lifestyle.
attention or
that lifestyle.
that lifestyle.
Lifestyle is very intriguing to a lot of girls, I'm sure.
What did you feel like you taught him? Or helped him with?
I feel like, our relationship, it was just real. Like, it was just real. We talked about real stuff, like family stuff. Like,
Y'all still cool after
Yeah.
the media attention that
yeah,
came?
he's amazing. I pray for him. It's good.
Why did you feel like you got the blowback from?
Because everyone thought I cheated on him with Scottie. And I'm like, that isn't what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Scottie wasn't anywhere to be found at this point. Like, he was like, I let him be great. And I was like, yo, figure out what you want and like, be great. And I'm going to be here with the kids. And if someone comes, into my life and shakes things up, then I'm just giving you a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got this tattoo. It was like the summer before because we weren't together the whole summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this tattoo that says love because I was like, dude, like, I give you so much love, but like, where the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm.
So
You ain't gonna sit here and cry now.
No, I'm not.
Okay. And so, but why do people? I feel like, and now I go on your page sometimes and like stick up for you, and then it makes things worse sometimes. But
It does.
I know.
People are
I try.
if you defend yourself, I feel like people hate on you more. You're like, really, I didn't cheat on him. Really, I don't want half his money.
Yeah.
Really, like, you don't even know, but okay.
But why do people? Why do they come to that judgment? Is it because
Because I feel like people hate on people that are winning. If you're winning,
and happy?
yeah. If you don't need people, if you're winning and you're doing your own thing, and the thing is like, when you're in your own lane and you're happy and you're positive, good things keep coming to you. And people don't
I mean,
understand
people
that.
really like you.
Well, that's because I offer them nothing but goodness. Like I'm offering them nothing but like positivity and love, and like I don't lie to people. I don't like need anyone. And I feel like people hate on that. If you're like happy and like shining, they're like, oh, why does she keep winning?
I mean, if you and Kim put box braids in your hair, all the black women come and say you're not supposed to wear box braids. What is that? Can you wear box braids and not be black?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
I think that
Bo Derek did it.
No, I think that the problem in the conversation with
That's a
like
different
cultural appropriation and the box braids and stuff is when the media assigns use Kim as an example, because there literally was an article on it. I think it was Elle magazine.
It was a big.
It was Elle or Vogue or something like that that basically made this big proclamation that she brought it
That she
back.
created it,
or
or-
that
no,
she
that she
created it, or
created it.
she brought it back from, brought it back into popularity, and every black girl on the planet was like,
Right, we rocking this.
don't-
We rocking this all
we-
over. Yeah,
You see how often I come in here with like braids and twists, and it's a protective style. It's not. So it's just. It's a lot of times.
It's a lot of the media, though. Like,
Yeah.
Even with the situation with her helping the people get out of jail, the media creates these narratives that then we attack Kim, but she never said these things. She never act like,
that was the point I was going to say. I was going to
Media.
say, now I will say, when it comes to even R&B music, Sam Smith, I love. Adele, I mean, I love, or anybody who, Charlie Puth, I love, right? But why is R&B music, which is the music we created, why is it only popular when white people sing it? But that's a media thing, right?
Yeah.
But this is what I don't understand. Why do you all get the blowback from it all?
I don't know. I can't even answer. I'm going to take a beating. Let me not. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know, because I just feel like...
I feel like whatever looks good, I want to do.
But the media feeds off
But
of
see,
it.
my kids are also black kids. Like whenever like I take a photo of my daughter and all her friends, I'm like, black girl magic. Like I want my kids to know like
To
who
be
they
proud of
are.
being
Yeah,
black.
of course.
Yeah,
Like
that's
we
dope.
moved to California, my kids all became a part of the African American club. Like I was so proud of them. Like that's so good for you to know who you are, where you come from, like your heritage. Like I'm proud of my kids for that.
Was Jordan Woods in those classes?
No, I don't
Wow.
know. I don't know. I don't know. But my kids are like really happy that they're like, African American,
Yeah.
Middle Eastern. It's like a really good combination.
Yeah, I just never really understood that. I get a lot of criticism for supporting the Kardashians here, but I mean, I've known Rob for a long time. I love him. I love his mom. And you're best friends with Kim, Courtney, and the girls. What have you learned from that friendship? From those friendships?
I don't know. We learn a lot from each other.
Loyalty, trust.
Yeah, of course.
So you get to
Definitely had to withstand media scrutiny and just people like judgment. I'm
Oh
assuming.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's like almost with the thing with Jordan. Like when all that stuff was happening, I basically, do you remember? Like it was
You were the first phone
insane.
call.
I was the first phone call, but like I literally commented on, I think you posted,
posts,
yeah, and I basically said I hope she tells the truth.
Right.
And basically, I just wanted her to hold like. If it were me, I would say I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put myself in that situation, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's no one's, whatever. Just to accept the responsibility. You shouldn't put yourself in that situation. That's all I said is just tell the truth, and then everyone will be fine with the outcome.
Right.
But I just didn't want to see like her go on the show and her be like, I didn't do that when she literally like called and said she did.
So
Yeah.
for those listening, I started hanging out. I don't call a lot of people when I'm going to write a story. I just put it out, whatever the writers put it out. But since I was hanging out with Larsa, even though I had access to the family out of respect for Larsa, I called her to give her a heads up, like, hey, this is what I heard. Jordan was over at Tristan's house. I'm going to put the story out, but just want to give you a heads up. So I gave her time to give her friends a heads up because I just didn't want them to see it blow up, then call her like, you're hanging out with him, and just put, it's managing all that. So you called, how did it go down?
Well, I called Kim. And I was
She didn't
like-
believe me.
No, she didn't believe us. She didn't believe me. She was like, no way. There's no way. And then we called Courtney, and Courtney was like, yeah, I believe it. She was like, I believe it. I was like, okay. Like,
But why would Courtney believe it and not Kim?
because there were other situations where
Okay.
they were in the same room together.
Oh,
And
okay.
like, it was like a weird feeling, I guess.
Gotcha.
And Courtney was in that room.
Right.
And
Okay.
listen, think about it. Some random
mean-
guy calls you up and says your sister's baby daddy was hanging out with your other sister's best friend who lives in the backyard, who basically has been here from day one, benefiting from white privilege, and now all of a sudden it's a black girl in Africa with this fucking bread. I can't even deal. The media, I'm telling you, you can really create whatever narrative you want.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Jordan Woods. I guarantee you she's going to be on the Black Lives Matter poster at some point. And these comments have nothing to do with Larsa. They have nothing to do with the Kardashians. I'm just saying, I feel like, it really became an issue over race when she was referring to the show when she went on Red Table Talk. Because you can throw and inject race in any conversation and change the narrative because then people are forced to take a side. Did you feel like that was unfair?
I mean, things happen. People put themselves in situations all the time. I just feel like it wasn't about color. It was just about, relationships and
Loyalty, trust.
Yeah, of course. Like, don't put yourself in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not cool. If she would have just apologized, if she would have just went to Chloe's house, apologized, and basically just said, look, I shouldn't have put myself in that situation, whatever, then none of this would have happened. But it's like, you want to go do public interviews. Like, I don't do public interviews because of that reason. Like, I'm not going to go and say, oh, Scottie did this to me. Oh, Future. Like, no, I'm never going to do that. I'll take a beating, like, behind the
Even
the
though
scene.
I don't like that
Yeah.
you do
I'll
that.
I'll take a beating. People think I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm better like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the people that care about me the most know what type of person I am. I don't need fake love from people that don't even know me.
Right.
Because as fast as they love you, they turn on you anyway.
That's
Oh,
true.
So
trust
I
me,
don't need
know.
that. As long as I'm good with myself and I know I'm straight, when I go to bed, I say my prayer and I'm good. I don't care about those other people.
So when you saw her on Red Table Talk, was she completely honest and candid, or did she leave a lot of details out?
I didn't watch it, to be honest with you.
Well, she left
I
out
already
the-
knew the story, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to watch it because I already knew the story. Like, I was like, why would you do an interview when like all you had to do is pick up the phone call and just like apologize and just be like, hey, and it's not her fault or his, it's both their faults. But at the end of the day, she was the one that was close to the family.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I mean, the one piece, I mean, this will air after the show airs, the Kardashian show airs this weekend. You'll see the one piece that's been missing is she actually admitted it to Khloe that she did it.
Right.
And then went on Red Table Talk and said a completely different thing. So that narrative has been living on and on and on. And I mean, this is my comments, and I've said this to Khloe. I don't think Khloe's comment about her ruining her family was the smartest thing. But I mean,
I don't think she meant it like that.
yeah.
I just feel like, you know, sometimes when you're in a situation like she just had a baby, I feel like it's hard to like let the other person go.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It's hard. You're like, oh, my family, my kids, I don't want to mess up my kids. I've seen like my friends who don't have the dads involved. And it's just like, you just want to do whatever you can to like keep your family unit together. And,
Absolutely.
but sometimes when you're forced, like this was a forced situation. Like it's just, you know, and I'm not just talking about her. I'm talking about all my
Everybody
NBA
involved.
player wives. Like it's just, you're put in a situation where like, I want to make sure my kids are happy, and my kids are going to be the most happy with their mom and their dad.
All right, y'all, it's time for another Hollywood hookup.
Hollywood hookup.
Right now, it's 2019, in case you're living in the past, right? And everyone needs a great pair of wireless headphones. Not
Yep.
like this one with the wire. We need wireless, right? So
Yep.
before you go dropping hundreds of dollars on a pair, you need to check out the wireless earbuds from Raycon, okay?
I'm so excited about these.
You need to be, because Raycon earbuds start at half the price of any other premium wireless headbuds on the market. That's half the price.
That's awesome.
To slice it in half,
I was just on a flight, and guess what I needed? Earbuds.
Raycon earbuds, though.
That's exactly what I needed.
Specifically, okay? And they sound just as amazing. You can ask Snoop Dogg, Cardi B, Brandy, everybody. They're so obsessed with this. Raycon earbuds are lit.
That's awesome.
So get this, Raycon's E50 wireless earbuds have totally changed the game for me, all right? So they're so comfortable. They're easy to take anywhere. Just throw them in your ears. I wish I had them right now, but I don't. I got a wire right now.
That's inconvenient.
Unlike the other wireless options, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet, okay? With no dangling wires or stems. None of this. That's not there.
That's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
Because those get tangled.
And of course, they don't just look great, they sound great too.
That's important.
So I have my pair of Raycon wireless earbuds. The best thing for me is when I'm running on Runyon. I see I did that, running on Runyon with Raycon. Anyway, they don't fall out.
You could be a rapper.
I've had some other wireless earbuds. They fell out. I lose one. Then you got to pay money to get it. Not
hate
the
when that
Raycon
happens.
earbuds. Exactly. So get you a pair. Go to buyraycon.com/unlocked to get 20% off your order. That's buyraycon.com/unlocked for 20% off Raycon wireless earbuds. If you've been eyeing a pair, now it's the time to get an amazing deal. One more time, that's buyraycon.com/unlocked.
20% off.
20%.
That's your Hollywood hookup.
Do you ever advise them sometimes to stay off social media? I know they do what they want, but do you ever say like, hey, maybe you should take some time back? Like, don't.
Who? Advise who?
Anybody.
Anybody in that family.
No, because I feel like, I mean, like reading stuff. Like I used to have a Google alert on myself, and then I took it off.
Oh my
And then I was
God.
like, because it's like fake love again.
That would give me a
Wait, so
heart attack.
every time somebody writes something, you would get an alert?
Yeah, and
That
it's
would
like
drive you
if
crazy.
you're on, and they're like, oh, she looks sexier than ever. Then you feel so good about yourself. You're like in your own head, like, oh, I'm so fly. And then the next week when they're like, oh, she's 500 pounds and like she has a mustache or I don't know what, and then you're like, holy shit, I hate myself. So like, it's better not to like fall into that. Just don't read stuff. Don't like. And I'm like, I try not to like get petty with people, but then every now and then I'm like, yo, I'm not from Beverly Hills. Like, I will curse
fuck
you
you
out.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
She's from Chicago.
Like, I'm not like
Shy.
you think I am.
She's
but
from the same place Jussie Smollett got kidnapped by Make
Aliens?
America.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Never
that.
mind.
His own friends?
Yeah.
That nigga.
His boys.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing is, do you think people, when anything happens, they just already have an opinion because it's the Kardashians or because it's you or because it's somebody they think they know from fame?
I mean, you can't really comment on someone that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, like, you don't know our heart. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? Just because you follow me on Instagram doesn't know, like, you don't know who I really am.
Mm-hmm.
I give you a perception of what I want you to know. But there's like so many different layers of who you really are. Like, people see that I go out all the time. They're like, stay home with your kids. I'm like, sweetheart, my son's at Vanderbilt. My daughter's making more money than like probably your whole family's making. Like, not to say anything, but like my kids are amazing. They're great. My kids are prayed up. My kids wake up to like gospel music. Like we're great in you see my house.
No,
like,
I know. They're
my vibe is great at our house. So like you can't really judge someone based on that. And when people criticize, like for instance, Chloe or anyone else, like you don't know, like that's hurtful. It's hurtful. Like when they were saying I was a bully, I'm like, dude, I am not. Like I am the biggest lover. Like I would never talk bad about anyone. You know my vibe. You can like be the craziest person to me, and I'll be like, it was my fault.
Let me tell you, one day I went to Travis Scott's birthday party, and I found this one in the corner with Courtney, and I walked up, and I forgot what the conversation was, but Courtney turned around. I think she had been sipping a little bit, but she turned around and she says, "You look 28." I said, if I don't fuck with Kourtney Kardashian for anything other than that, none of you spew negativity in real life.
But that's a conscious effort. Like I'm like the spearhead of that. Like I'm always like, you can't, like if you're like bad energy, it's kind of like cancer grows. So like if I make you mad, you'll come back to work and make everyone else mad.
He
They'll go
sure
home,
the fuck will.
and then they'll go home and make their like you'll go home and make your baby mad, and like so I don't do that. And I'm always like, I always tell Kim and them, I'm like, it's a conscious effort to like be positive and like be loving and hype each other up and make each other feel good. Because like life is fucked up. Like life is negative. People hate on you. So why would I not want my friends to look the best, feel the best?
So so now with Kim, that she's out there doing all the prison reform and stuff, and you know, working at the White House, helping to move agendas along. I don't think she's getting as criticized now, is she? For that?
How do you criticize people that are trying to do good?
Right.
Like
She's
that's
getting a lot-
People find a way.
But she's getting a lot of love from that.
Yeah.
But she
Like
should.
honestly, she's getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, but privately, she really believes in it. And she's really, I mean, she has black children. She has four black children.
I don't think anybody would do that and not believe in it. That's a lot of work. And
my gosh.
like, why would you just do it just to?
Well, this is what I understand. On one hand, as an African American, that I do believe. I mean, I have the whole Black Brands Matter, and I believe that, like, you know, when it comes to black media, there should be more of a balance in how we're treated on the carpets and all that, right? I think people should want other cultures to embrace the black culture. So if you have black children, like for example, me, I went home with my family. There's four of my brothers and me sitting at the table. Four of us have been shot. One of our brothers is deceased from gun violence. I mean, if we can get other people outside of our culture to embrace that as an epidemic in our community, why not champion them moving it forward? I don't understand why
That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah,
that's a smart thing to do.
I think they are though. Like when you see all the stuff with Kim, I'm reading the comments. Like that's some of the comments I do read. I see a lot of positive feedback. Like I see people say, "Well, whatever I thought she was before, I really don't care." Like you helping people, especially innocent people. Like, yeah.
So you were with Paris this weekend. Do you have are you the friend that when your friends get into shit, you call them up like, "Hey girl, why did you do that?" Or are you the sounding board when they come to you to talk to you about what happened?
Depends.
But you don't have a problem nobody in general. I'm just saying you have no problem calling somebody and saying, "Hey, you may want to fix that," or "Why did you do that?"
Oh no, for sure, I do that all the time. Yeah, but I feel like it's because I've like have experience in like most like situations. You know what I mean? Like I've been in most situations.
So, what's your favorite city to be in? Here, Chicago, or Miami?
Do you go back to Chicago often?
I go there for the summer.
Okay, because it's cold as fuck in the winter.
It's so cold.
My God, I'm Canadian, and I've been to Chicago in the winter, and I've never felt
so
cold like
cold.
that before
It's
in my
so
life.
cold.
It is unbelievable.
I feel like I like Miami because I feel like the people are real. Like I have like real good friendships and like.
But you're always on a boat in Miami. I never really seen you anywhere other than a boat.
That's where you want to be when you're in Miami on a yacht.
True.
It's not a boat. It's
Sorry, my bad.
So like when you're in
It's a
Miami,
yacht.
you want like I feel like it's like more fun, like the yacht life and everyone's partying all the time. But I feel like LA's got a different vibe too. Like I like it. I like both.
House in the hills kind of thing. That's the vibe out here.
Yeah, totally.
Major
Views.
vibe.
We have views here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a view, but I do have my backyard does have a bunch of trees around it, so I guess I feel a little sheltered at this point. I don't know.
It's scenic.
So how do you decide which guy you're going to trust? Here's why I'm going to act like I don't know you.
Oh, great.
No, I'm just going to ask. How do you decide what guy you're going to trust to get to know you?
Exactly, because there's a whole bunch of clout chasers out there in terms
Ask
of guys.
ask her what I tell her
But
every
can
day.
I tell you, I don't see that in people. Am I like ignorant?
Yes, she's no, you're not ignorant.
I wouldn't-
No, she's not ignorant. She's naive.
Maybe.
No,
She
you
really-
probably see through it though.
No,
Especially here in LA. Oh boy,
She
there's
don't-
so many guys that will perpetrate a fraud. They're literally driving a Porsche, but they have
I don't-
nowhere to live.
I'm not. I mean, I don't feel like guys like. I mean, I'm sure they would like hit
They're
on me.
looking for a sugar mama. Yeah.
No, but I feel like my vibe, like No.
I don't think they're looking for a sugar mama.
Oh,
because,
I'm telling you, there's quite a
there are
bit
some.
of guys out here looking
Well,
for
let me
sugar
say this.
mamas, looking for clout. Looking
Would
for
you be a sugar mama?
No.
Hell no.
I feel like I have too many good options of like really good guys.
for
Why would
you?
I like?
Good for you.
Sorry, I'm answering questions. I'm supposed to act like I don't know anything.
But don't I have good options?
Hell no. I'm like, okay.
Jason, don't I have good options?
You do have good options. One is, but you do have good options, yes.
But okay.
You're not. She's not the type of woman who's sizing up their contributions per se of against what she's already have. Like you're not saying you need. I mean, you're just.
You know
So she'll
what's
date a
funny?
baker.
What are you looking for?
No, I would
that's
never date a baker because
Okay.
I feel like I would get fat.
Oh, okay.
But
What are the qualities you look for in
you
somebody
know what's
you
funny?
want to date?
When me and Scottie were first breaking up, people kept saying to me like, "You have to date someone bigger. Your last name is Pippen, so you have to date someone bigger." And then like I had an agent tell me that like, "Oh, now that you have to date someone like
A Saudi prince or something.
like it has to be bigger. It can't be
Yeah.
less. His network has to be more. It can't be less. His fame has to be bigger. Like everything was bigger." And I was like, "Homie, but what if that doesn't make me happy? Like I had everything and I wasn't happy. So I'm willing to give all of it up for happiness." And sometimes like I don't think I could be with a baker, but I feel like I could be with a guy that's like,
UPS driver.
I mean, I don't know if he was like super fly.
No,
maybe.
because if he's a UPS driver, he's trained to put his package in multiple locations.
Okay, Jason.
Oh my gosh, you're so crazy. I don't know. I just feel like I like real people. Like I'm my insides are not built like my outsides.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
I get it. So you posted on Instagram that you've got baby fever.
Oh my god.
And
Is
I couldn't wait to post. I think I personally posted that one on Hollywood Unlocked.
Is it just because the Kardashian clan there's just so many young kids? Like, Kim just had her fourth and
Psalm?
exactly.
By the way, how you gonna trademark a chapter in the Bible? Is that a chapter or
It's
a book?
A whole book. Yeah, it's a
So
whole
Psalms
book.
23. It's Kim Kardashian West.
I don't know. I feel like I had my kids so young. Like I had 3 kids by the time I was like 20, I think 27 or 28.
Oh wow.
So like I don't know. Why not?
Okay.
So on the show last season, Kim, Courtney, and I all froze our eggs together.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
How was that process? Was it painful?
No, it's actually so easy.
Yeah.
I mean, this new technology is amazing. I'm like, God, I wish I could do it like Kim's doing it now.
Right.
It's so fun.
Okay.
Wait, so would you have another? If you
So
had
I,
another,
so I did it once, and I ended up with 11 eggs. I'm not that I would have 11 children, but
Mm-hmm.
I just did it as a backup plan.
Wait, so 11 eggs it looks like a carton or what? I don't know.
I
what
can't right
Kind
now.
of.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it really like a little?
I mean, whatever. I don't know.
Wait, so if you did have another kid, you would have it through a surrogate.
Maybe. My mom had my brother at like 42. She's
Sam?
pregnant. Yeah.
Sam is fine, by the way.
Sam is so funny.
You would love her brother.
Oh, I mean, when I go out with him, people think he's my boyfriend now.
Really?
Yeah, people like, there's blogs that are like, oh, Larsa being seen with this like young cutie. I'm like, oh, it's my brother.
Okay, so Larsa with another baby in a wedding. Okay, so what type of guy? That's and some of the guys who are courting you now, who are probably doing everything they can to get your attention. What would it take for them to just lock you down? Because that coming out of 22 years of marriage, I don't even know why you're even like looking at a relationship. Like, just be
Because
free.
I like relationships. Like I'm a lover.
I tell
I
Melissa-
don't want to be with like 10 different dudes.
I tell
can't.
Melissa, you got to give yourself 1 year to be a hoe. Just
No.
1 year.
No.
Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not. I don't know. I just feel like I've done
Two.
that, and I feel
Two.
bad about myself. Like I don't feel good about myself like that.
I like relationships as
too.
well. I want to
Get
just
a dog or a
I
teddy
have
bear.
a dog.
I'm still trying to figure out what are you looking for when you're dating? What are you looking for?
Yeah,
It's
what's your number one characteristic? For me,
Physically,
Yeah, both. Give us both.
Yeah,
I'm
both.
used to like a 7-foot wingspan. I just like long
Oh
arms.
shit.
Like I like long arms.
I like long. Okay. Okay.
I feel like sometimes when I see people that have super short arms, like it's just not
It's
really
kinda
cute.
Is good
Scary.
sex important? Because she says she will not be with a man that has a small penis.
No.
So Scottie and I used to have sex 3 times a night, every night.
3 times a
For
night.
20 years, yeah. Or not 20 years, actually.
That's an
I lied, we
athlete
just broke
right
up.
there.
So like 16 years. So yeah, good sex is really important. And when he traveled, we'd have like sex via like iPad or computer. So I think sex is important, yes.
So in that case, you guys are very similar.
Oh
Because
yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
a maniac.
Like yeah.
You
And
can go
like- and
3
like
times
you're-
a night, Melissa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very.
Speaking-
I'm a Scorpio.
Speak-
The
speak-
rumors are true.
Speaking of basketball, your friend Serge Ibaka won the championship. Did you watch? Were you watching tonight?
Toronto, stand up, T-Dot, stand up, and
I
yeah.
forgot to congratulate you.
Yes, thank you.
So
Yes,
the other
I'm
night,
excited about
So the
that.
other night, Serge lands in LA and he calls me and says, "Hey, bro,
The accent.
hey, bro, Anyway, come out. So I was going to meet her in Paris at a spot. So I went to go meet her. Being around these people, I don't want to ever encroach on their personal time. So instead of meeting them where she told me to meet them, I could have met in road and been fine. I went there. There were all types of drag queens and fucking rainbow unicorns flying everywhere. That shit was crazy. I left. The motherfucker stepped on my white Nike and I was like, I'm out. But I went to Delilah's to meet her over there for Drake threw a party for the Raptors. And ran into Tristan Thompson. He had me put out. I've never been escorted out of a building.
I want the whole play-by-play. So where were you sitting in Delilah's?
No, he wasn't sitting.
I didn't get to sit. I got put the fuck out.
You were strolling in?
No, I pulled up. Serge pulls up. I go inside. And as soon as I walk in behind Serge, I see Tristan. You know, he has those dark circles under it like a raccoon. So he was there. And so I was like, fuck. And then she called. And then I'm like, oh shit, you know, because this is the one I called to snitch on, snitch on him on, he's fucking with the backyard bestie. So I go out to go get her. And as I go out to get her, I'm being pushed out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So the people outside are like, can you help me get in? I go, no, I'm being put out. So they put me out. Yeah, I've never been put out ever. So now we're doing Track Tristan on Instagram.
Wow.
But do people care?
Well, I mean, allegedly, yeah, there's like a lot of allegedlys coming in right now, but we're just waiting to sort out. I mean, but I heard he doesn't care. He likes attention. Like, he likes all this.
I mean, he probably does.
Yeah, so I got put out, but Larsa, she's a thug. She was like, fuck that, come back. Serge was like, come back, bro.
Come back, bro.
Because I don't want my drama around her. I want no drama around Serge. So shout out to the Raptors. And shout out to that bitch.
It was a really good party. I'm not going to lie, you missed out.
Really?
It was so much fun.
Really?
So much fun.
Well, I heard you had a lot of fun.
I had so much fun.
Who do you party with? Do you feel like has as much energy as you?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends. So, like, I'll hang out with one person to work out with. I'll hang out with one person.
But can anybody keep up, like, for the whole day? Because you said you got a lot of energy.
No, probably not. Yeah. I don't really, I take naps because I don't really sleep at night.
Yeah, but you're different than me. Once I take a nap and I'm at the house, I'm out. I'm not getting up. You will nap and get up.
I will get up.
And get out.
Nice little disco nap.
It's time for another Hollywood hookup, all right?
Yay.
Now, let's be honest. No one really has time to go to the post office. Either you're too busy. In LA, there's a lot of traffic. There's parking. There's lugging things in there. And if you're like me, you just don't know what to do when you get in the post office. So you're asking those wonderful people so many questions, and they're looking at you like you're so dumb because it's like you should know this.
I can't take the lines. I'm not doing the lines.
This is why we're going to help everybody out with Stamps.com, right? It's one of the most popular time-saving tools for a small business. Stamps.com eliminates the trips to the post office and saves you money with discounts that you can't even get at the post office.
That's important, saving money these days.
You can't get it.
No.
Right there. So this is how it works. Stamps.com brings all the amazing services of the U.S. Post Office to your computer. Yeah, or your smartphone. Whether you are a small office sending invoices or an online seller like me sending out products or even a warehouse sending out thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com can handle everything with ease.
That's super convenient.
That's right. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, saving you time and money. It's no wonder why over 700,000 small businesses are already using Stamps.com.
I am.
Exactly. All right. So right now, my listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free packages and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. You get a digital scale.
Tell them about it.
Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Unlocked, okay? That's Stamps.com and enter Unlocked, and that is your Hollywood hookup.
Boom.
Why do people expect you being a good mother, being a former loyal wife, to not want to be able to get out and have fun? Why are you supposed to be at home with like mittens on making cookies and shit?
Because mommy shaming is a major fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah. Like that's all I ever read. I'm not a mom, so that's all I ever read.
Yeah, like if Amber Rose takes a photo, it's like you're a slut. You're not supposed to look sexy.
Yeah, exactly. Where's your child? It's just like you can't. If you're pictured without your child, it's like where's your child? It's just like, oh my god, off fucking camera.
Beyonce didn't have a brush.
My kids, what's funny? My kids don't like to be in my photos. They'll take my photos. They'll be with me, but then
and they'll be like, "Where's your child? Taking the fucking picture, man."
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Well, there was that
Holding
one.
the phone.
There was that one time Blue Ivy was running around with a nappy ass head. I was like, where the fuck is Beyonce?
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do. No.
Listen, I love Beyonce.
I know you do.
I am in the Beehive, but Blue Ivy's hair was like a.
Let that child be great. listen,
maybe she-
we're not
everybody-
doing that.
But can I
everybody should-
tell you, like, I feel like Sophia's had hair days like that. Sometimes if your kids are not in the mood for it, you're not trying to put them through it. You're like, you're fine. You're so gorgeous. It's all
They
good.
start kicking and
Blue,
screaming.
Ivy,
Yeah.
and
Blue Ivy did
crying.
not know she was walking around with suckers sticking out her head. Just-
Trying to get your child my hair, that used to be me, Blue Ivy. That literally could have been me.
you will go
when I was
and
a
get
child.
Stephanie and throw Stephanie on and go. Stephanie's away.
Oh, you name your
I'm
wigs?
talking about
I did.
as a kid. I'm
You
talking
let-
about as
wait,
a kid.
you let Jason name all your wigs?
No, just one.
He just likes.
I was like, where's Stephanie
he
come
just
from?
likes to.
We
fuck
couldn't
with
call
me.
her Nancy because that belongs to somebody else. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest misconception of you, Larsa, you think?
I don't know. There's actually probably a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what's just one? Like, what's one thing that bothers you when you hear or read it?
I feel like when people think that I cheated on Scottie, because I never did. He would have never took me back if I cheated on him. Like, he was there, like, when we had our little situation. And then he came back and he was like, I really want to work on us and whatever. And I was like, I have to do it for my kids. Like, I have to, like, try to work things out with him. And we tried. We gave it, like, another chance. Like, I kept praying on it. I was like, what do I do? Give me a sign. And then I was like, no, for my kids, I'm going to go back. Even though, like, my heart wasn't in it. But I just did it for, like, my family.
So there was this one of Future's one of the rappers around writers around him had mentioned some about this new album and that there's a song on there that you may have co-wrote. Did you co-write a song on Future's new album?
No, I didn't. I was there when he did Shotgun.
And so, and that song's about you.
I was kind of writing Shotgun back then, I guess.
So would you ever write Shotgun again?
Not with him.
So there's no future there.
It's in the past.
You stop.
Sorry.
No, sometimes your future is in the past. Shit, shout out to my ex. All right.
No, I feel like I like a different type of person now.
So what now?
I feel like I want a guy that's like religious and sweet and like
Religious, like
prayed
what?
up,
Christian?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like just prayed up and like I don't know. I don't want all like the fake stuff. I'm over the fake stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of hocus pocus.
Yeah. Especially here.
Yeah.
I've been here for a while.
Yeah.
No,
But there's fake people everywhere.
What is the
No,
fake
it's true.
stuff?
No, it's true. It's
just
true.
like I don't know, like relationships based on like, oh, we would look good together. Like I get a lot of that. I get a lot of that. Like a lot. I feel like
That's
when
strange.
Scottie and I broke up, like you'd be surprised, like guys that I'm like, I'm not even your type, dude. Like it would be like the randomest rappers, like the randomest like, and I'm like, how could you like me? How could I like you? Like we're just so different. I just feel like, yeah.
What advice do you have for young women who look at you and your lifestyle or your friends and how you all live and want to be you or want to be in a position you're in today's world? Like, what advice do you have for them?
I feel like it's you basically like everything I do I based on my heart. Like I move that way. I don't know. You just have to like follow your heart and do whatever feels right.
What about compromising? So over the years, you had a challenging relationship with Scottie. Do you feel like you compromised?
Oh hell yeah! But I feel like my personality is like very like I don't dwell on things. You know, some women dwell and fight. Like it's not my nature.
So you're
I'm
not
like,
bringing up shit like
no,
last
I like-
year when you said.
No, I'm like the type of person like I'll go crazy on you for what happened last night for like 10 minutes, and then I'm like, do you want me to make you breakfast? And I just let it go, and I'm like, just be great, just be the best you can be, and I'm gonna be the best I can be, and hopefully we can work out. Like, but I don't want to change you, and I don't want to alter like what you want and who you are. Like, I don't want to do that. So I never like gave him shit. I should have gave him maybe more shit, but then I feel like the outcome would have been the same. It's like a maze. You can try to control it as best as you want, but the outcome's still the same.
But what was driving that? Was that just who your character is, or were you thinking of your kids, or is that just?
No, that's kind of like my vibe. I don't really like, I don't know. My nature's like that. Like, I'm not going to like, I don't want to make you do something you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, because in the end, it's still going to be the same. Like, I can't be like, oh, don't go out. Because if you want to go out, you're going to go out. And the outcome is still going to be the same. So, like, just be the best person you can be that you're happy with yourself. And I'm going to be the best person I can be, and I'm happy with myself. And then when you're happy with yourself, you can contribute to someone else's happiness.
That's very true.
Like, I'm not looking for a guy that's going to make me happy. I'm already super fucking happy.
Yeah.
But, like, if you want to contribute to my happiness, then we could talk.
Yeah.
But I don't need a dude to come and, like, do shit for me, to be honest with you. I'm so happy. But that was my vibe when I was 22 when I met Scottie. That's probably why we got engaged and married so fast, because, like, I didn't need shit from him.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I'm so happy. I'm so good. Like, I come from, like, such a great family. I come from such, like, you know, my back. Like, I'm full on the inside. When you're full on the inside, you don't need someone to come in and, like make you good. You're good. And my kids are like that. Like, there's no one that could tell my kids they're not great because they feel so good on the inside.
That's awesome.
How do you keep your kids away from all the bullshit on the internet? Like, how do you educate them on everything you read isn't real?
They know because they see the difference. They see it with everything.
Well, they know
They
their mom.
probably know better than us,
They
too.
know their mom. They know their dad.
Yeah.
So, funny thing, I saw Chris Humphries on a Southwest flight, and I always feel guilty when I'm on Southwest because unless I'm sitting in the first row, because I still treat first row on Southwest like it's first class.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it isn't, huh?
No, it's not.
Fucking Airbus.
That's delusional.
Well, I was in row 1. He was in like row 13. So recently, people thought you or Chris were like talking or something.
That
What
was
was that about?
crazy. No, that was crazy. I went to Coachella and I had braids on. He just basically came and touched my braid, and I was like, "Oh, don't touch me because there's a lot of people here." And then he basically just like we spent like 2 minutes talking. He basically said, "I love Scottie," and of course I said, "I love Scottie too." And then he's like, "I met him when I was like 15 years old," and I was like, "Yeah." And it was that was a conversation.
Yeah.
Like he loved Scottie. He met Scottie when he was 15
And
years
the
old.
next thing you know, you're booed up with Chris Humphries.
Yeah, I was like, I would never.
But
do
why
that.
was he touching you?
He was drunk. It was Coachella. Like he was just, he liked my braids. I don't know. He just put his hand on my braid. And
Do you know how many people I've touched at Coachella?
Right. It's just like, he wasn't doing it in an inappropriate way. He was just kind of like trying to be like, oh, you know, whatever. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, how do you?
But I feel like you've had that problem too. I feel like, and
But
this
people
is
touch
why.
you?
No, but I meaning like for women
Yeah.
in the industry, especially those who are either objectified by men or
Yeah. Just
the industry.
yeah.
If you take a picture with a man, you fucked him. She had a whole list of all these people she fucked. Some she ain't even met.
Yeah, like 99% of them, no.
But see, where you guys are wrong,
crazy.
and this is where you guys need. This
Is I should have just fucked everybody?
No.
Oh.
Well,
So you take the photo?
no. This is what you do. You just say, "Yeah, he had a little dick."
And that goes away?
Like if they put that on you, own it and say, "Oh yeah, he had a little dick," and it didn't say hard. We didn't fuck. We kind of.
I feel
fucked.
like a lot of guys lie though, for
No,
sure.
that's what- of course, that's
a
what I'm
lot
saying.
of guys lie.
But
Like,
Then
you'd
the
be
guys
know what I'm
gonna come
saying?
out and they're gonna be
That
like, "No,
actually,
we
you know-
never even."
Yes.
Are you getting what
yes,
I'm saying?
Something.
I fucked up. That's exactly
Like
what I
if a
should have
man
done.
says he fucked you and he didn't, say he has a little dick because there's nothing worse than somebody believing you have a little dick and you can't shake because you won't shake that.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you got a little
I mean, you
dick.
can just prove it wrong.
Or you just say, yeah, I mean, you know,
No, you can't really prove it.
just say, yeah, after that yeast infection, I didn't call him back.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I want to say,
Yeah.
listen, I would say like I choose not to become friends with a lot of people in the public now because I know it's very transactional with Hollywood Unlocked and all that. Hollywood Unlocked is nothing but got Larsa in trouble. But I appreciate that you're a real friend, you're a real genuine person, you're a great mom.
Thank you.
You're gonna stop letting these niggas out here think that they can get close to you because they can't, because I ain't letting it happen.
Oh no, he's
Yeah,
like my
anybody?
watchdog. He literally is my watchdog.
I believe you.
Yeah, now this one over
Yeah.
here, I mean, you know, I'm trying to find you. I'm trying to find your husband.
You know what the problem with me is? I think I look for the best in everyone,
You
and I
do.
feel like I feel like if I give you the best, then you'll like give me your best.
I could see why you'd be optimistic like that. I've gotten
And then reality kicks in.
Yeah, I was going to say, then you get kicked in the teeth figuratively, you know,
right.
by reality. You know,
Yeah.
you hope that people meet you on the same, you know, path that you meet
Yeah.
them, and that's not always the truth, unfortunately.
I think that's why guys start frauding though. Like if you give your best and they want to give their best, they start making shit up and they start lying because they're trying to seem better than what they are.
Why?
Because that's what guys do sometimes.
But that's like a waste of time and energy. If you put that energy into just showing people like who you really are, let's not even waste time.
some people don't like who they really are.
Wait, not only that, you have to
Yeah.
first of all invest the time to get to know who you really are.
Exactly.
Because we live in a city where I had somebody the other day say, "I need to get an Airbnb. I'm gonna find me a mansion." I said, "But you don't live a mansion lifestyle, so why don't you just get an apartment?" Like, what about that concept? Like, why take pictures with other people's cars? I've been in her Ferraris,
that.
her Bentleys, or whatever the fuck these big ass houses are that she drives. I ain't gonna take a picture in that shit
front
because
of
it
it.
ain't mine. You know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I should. Adam, maybe we
But
should
all
leave the
those
show and
people
go
that-
take
all
a
those
picture.
people
in
that-
that
All
Ferrari.
those people that post stuff like that are really miserable in their real life.
Right, but do they?
They're not
even know-
happy.
Right.
Like I feel bad for them. I'm gonna pray for them. Seriously.
I'm afraid too. All right, so was this that bad?
No, it was actually really fun.
See, Larsa's going to be starting her own podcast at some point. Y'all
Right.
should talk because I'm telling you, y'all too tipsy. I just want to be there to film it all.
Really?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
fun. Larsa's fun.
It's time for another Hollywood hookup.
That's
Now,
right.
if you guys know anything about me, you know I love my red wine. So whether you need red wine at 4 p.m., noon for me,
Yes.
sushi at 9 p.m., or a burrito at 8 a.m., ibuprofen at 10 p.m., Postmate it.
Okay.
Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever kind of delivery service all year round.
Whatever you need.
Like wine. I got to stress that.
Wine is good. We need it now.
Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer delivery from all restaurants, grocery, and convenience stores and traditional retailers you could possibly want or need.
Hello.
What do you order from Postmates?
I get the ibuprofen. Sometimes I get a headache after I was drinking wine.
Yeah.
And I have to order some ibuprofen. It comes right there. Because who feels like driving all the way to Rite Aid or whatever to get?
Not me.
Nobody.
I'm as lazy as they come. And the best part about Postmates, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, Postmates
Period.
will bring you whatever you need within the hour. And this is so official tissue.
That's amazing.
I get my bottle of wine delivered. I'm starting to sound like I need AA, but that's all good. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is, which is convenient if you're like, traveling or something. Postmates will deliver anything to you. Download the app for iOS or Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery real time. You can actually see when the guy's like at the house.
You can kind of stalk them.
Yeah, you can
little
stalk
bit.
your delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 off free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app and use code UNLOCKED. That's code UNLOCKED for $100 off of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you need it, download Postmates and save with your code UNLOCKED.
That's amazing.
And that's your Hollywood hookup, folks.
Bam.
But what I love about her, there's no negativity. She doesn't talk
No.
about people. She doesn't hate. She's always positive, and I think you make people around you want to be positive too.
Yeah.
Because I've been on my best behavior till I got kicked out the other night. Now that
But
nigga
you
got
know,
out
you
there.
know what's funny? We flipped it how he got kicked out. I was like, honestly, it wasn't even worth it. Like, you had a way better time. Like, it was just a mission. And then who'd want to be sitting there looking at Tristan the whole night anyway? So like,
So I told Chloe. Chloe said she's Dorothy. I said
Somebody.
that I'm Blanche because I'm the hoe, and I said she's Rose. So we have to find
Oh, yeah.
who's the other one?
Sophia.
Sophia.
That would be me.
Yeah, you're the smart.
The Sophia,
Edgy.
the Yeah,
Sarcastic.
picture this. Sicily, 1912. I'm the storyteller.
What are they talking about?
how do you remember
Golden
all
Girls.
The Golden Girls.
Because I'm obsessed with the Golden Girls like
Oh,
he
I
is.
didn't even know the show. I'm like,
All the
We
women out- all the
literally
women
watch
out there and all the gay
reruns
people.
of
Nah,
all the
I've
time.
seen Golden Girls.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
wait,
I didn't
Blanche.
set it up. That I was talking about the Golden Girls.
No,
huh?
you did not.
Sorry, our
Everyone
audience
was
is
like-
predominantly women and gay. They know.
They were like, what? Yeah.
The niggas in the background at the barbershop like, we don't know what the fuck you talking about.
She said Blanche.
Well, listen, thank you for coming on the show, Larsa.
thank you guys.
What's
Had a great
next? Are you
time.
gonna do you have anything now that you have free time from being married that you want to just do?
I'm doing so much.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm living my best life.
that you are. And on that
I'm
note,
living my best life.
I'm gonna keep all my private information private. All right, and we out of here. Peace.
Bye, everybody.